This is Reviewer Magazine. We just did a photo shoot with Nicole and her boyfriend. What was your name? Andy Virus. And we're driving him back to La Jolla. And man, it was exhausting. You guys were working hard. But after tomorrow, we might go to the beach or something tomorrow and do some work and stuff. But after that, you're going to be going to where are you going to go? Las Vegas. Yeah. And are you a gambler? Do you guys like to gamble? Do you like to make wagers? Andy, could you adjust the light so it shines directly in your face better?
I am pretty awesome at some hold'ems, but we're not going to have any money to go lose.
All right. Now, what is Texas Hold'em exactly? Okay, and you know how to bluff?
Oh, yeah.
You know how to do all that? What's your favorite game besides Texas Hold'em?
Blackjack.
Do you play blackjack? And do you play like the one-armed bandits and all that?
Oh, no.
No?
If I'm going to have somebody take my money away, they're going to have to at least fight for it. And I figure with games like poker and blackjack, you're at least fighting to keep my money.
It's a game of skill and chance.
As opposed to just pure dumb luck.
Pure dumb luck as in the machine just going do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, the machine deciding, I don't want her to have any money.
And do you have photographers over there that you can work with?
I do. I have a bunch of trade work set up.
Who? With who?
This guy named Mario Santos, and of course I can't remember the other names off the top of my head. I have terrible memory. And then I have a page shoot with Daily Flyer. Good.
That'll work. Give you a little stunning cash when you're there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And do you have a place to stay? You get a cheap hotel?
We do. I have a couple friends who live in Vegas who are recently engaged, and they are a model photographer couple.
Oh, awesome. What about here? Where are you guys staying here? Who's your friend?
My friend's name is Stacy, and she's a student model as well.
Oh, okay. And is that her working name or her?
No, she goes by Artemis Bear, and she's awesome.
Okay. Right on. And you guys are going to do the whole circuit next year too. You're going to come back to San Diego. You're going to go.
Oh, of course.
You're going to go to all those cities except for maybe New York.
Well, instead of New York, I'm thinking maybe Chicago, Milwaukee area.
I know.
Because T.H. Taylor totally wants to shoot with me, and there's no way I'm passing that up. So we're going to Milwaukee no matter what.
And these are mostly trade shoots, I take it.
The shoot with T.H. Taylor would be, but a lot of the shoot, we basically schedule cities based on how many people are willing to pay us there and how much profit we'd be able to make. And generally, we don't even look to profit from a trip. We basically look to make sure that we can just cover our expenses and get to our next city. We usually go to another city with no more than like $150.
You were going to say something, Andy?
I was going to agree, pretty much.
Is there a light? You got a light above you can turn on or something like this one up here?
That's probably better. I don't think both of them are on.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
Is that better?
Yeah, I think so. I can see better now. Just need to see what let me get in lane. I really shouldn't be doing this on the phone. But just so you're not supposed to talk on the phone, on the cell phone while you're driving. They didn't say anything about. I'm not. I'm shooting a live video for reviewermagazine.com/live. But what do you? I mean, there's probably like an element of risk to what you do. I mean, you never know how much money you're going to have day to day, and sometimes, I mean, I'm sure most of the photographers are pretty well referred and stuff. Do you ever get any sketchy characters that you go, oh my God?
We get sketchy characters on a fairly regular basis. I've become over the years really, really good at picking them out and making sure that if they're going to be sketchy, I'm either not going to work with them or they're going to pay me really, really well to work with them, and I've started to teach him the same thing. And it's weeded out a lot of sketch balls, but at the same time, you know, like, as far as finances go, some days we eat like cans of Chef Boyardee cold some days, and then the next day we'll be able to go out and get sushi. You never know.
And so even though you're the guy, you're a little bit less sophisticated when it comes to like weeding out the weirdos?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the fact that she's female,
yeah.
her features and everything.
not looking for beautiful guys. They want beautiful girls.
Yeah, unless they're sexual.
Right.
It's also that I've been modeling a full year longer than them. I have more of a reputation built up, and I've traveled a lot more than he has. So people, like, when they see my name, they're like, oh, okay, I know who she is. That's not to say he doesn't have that. On your respective coast, everybody knows who you are. Nobody knows who the fuck I am.
Really? Are you big on the East Coast, Andy?
I'm surprised to say I'm pretty well known. I've been to a lot of meet and greets, mostly in Maryland, and a lot of, like, I'm one of the biggest meet and greets in the country.
Meet and greets.
Live horse meet and greets in Rockville, Maryland.
Okay.
A lot of people from, like, Boston area, New York, they all come down to that meet and greet every.
What's a meet and greet?
It's essentially where a bunch of photographers and models all show up in one area, introduce themselves to each other, get drunk, hang out, get naked, and shoot.
Pretty much.
That sounds fun, actually.
Oh, awesome.
And actually, it's a lot of fun. You meet so many people in the industry, and just I've made so many good friends and connections that I've had all over the country. There's people from Canada that come to fly work for the years.
He's being incredibly modest.
What is it called? Slime war?
Slide horse.
Slide horse.
Yes.
He's being really modest, too. He's kind of downplaying how well known he is on the East Coast because he's a fucker like that.
Huh. Okay. Now, what do they call a slide horse? At the name of a river or
That's
something?
the name of the studio.
Oh, okay. Got it. What city is that in?
I'm sorry?
Is that in Baltimore?
That's in Rockville. That's about 45 minutes west.
Rockville? You mean like the R.E.M. song?
Rockville, Maryland.
Don't go back, Rockville. How does it go?
It goes like this.
Chick. Yeah.
It's pretty much just like that. But yeah, meet and greets are very much a lot of fun. You're done. I mean, that was my first meet and greet I ever went to, and I did 7 shoots. I met a lot of, mostly wealthy industry, some more well-known, some more, got my name out there a little bit. And it worked out in the long run because I needed a place to stay when I traveled to Maryland. You know, we kind of have like a second home there.
I like the vibe of Baltimore. I've been there before. It's very ghetto. It's very low budget, but it's got a cool vibe about it, you know. It's like they're very accepting there. It seems
It's
like.
a little cold for my taste, and I don't know. My accent kind of weirds me out sometimes.
Really? Why?
I'm hiding it really, really well right now. But when I get tired or really relaxed or really comfortable around somebody, I have a very, very heavy drawl.
Talking your typical Austin dialect right now.
Why?
Let me just hear it.
Well, what do you want me to say?
I don't know. Just slip into it. Just talk like you were talking a minute ago and only use your normal Austin
I don't know. Like, it feels really, really weird to do that in front of people that I don't know very well. And that's why.
That's not bad. That's not that bad, though.
Compared to people in, like, Baltimore, that is, like, see people in Baltimore and in New York, that is the weirdest thing ever. They're not used to that really thick southern drawl.
Well, at least it's not the, New Jersey retard.
Yeah, I know. I also have certain words that I say in my father's accent. My father has a really thick, like, Irish accent, and he was raised in the Bronx, so it's like Irish from my grandfather and grandmother mixed in with his natural accent from the Bronx.
Ah.
It is the most awkward thing ever. He made it before I say retarded really funny.
Retarded.
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 Right there.
Huh?
No, I'm just saying you heard it there.
Yeah.
Right there.
I heard what the accent
Being
from
retarded is a
from
funny
Austin.
time.
There you go.
Well, not a battery.